news broke that doesn't surprise this podcast at all, because we've seen the writing on the wall. We've read the tarot cards, the tea leaves, the entrails never lie. Sony has favorites. Wait, people were surprised that they had favorites? Did you just want confirmation they had favorites? Had you not realized that since Sean Layden left and had the whole Vib ribbon thing, I'm prefacing Jason Schreier's article at Bloomberg for this whole entire intro, but are anybody actually surprised they have favorites? They shouldn't be.
My theory, this is a Gamers 2 podcast, your weekly roundup of news and commentary related to the video game industry. Anything else that might pique our interest? My theory is that there's not a lot of news right now. There's not a lot of exciting news.
So this is what we're focusing
So
on.
they're like, oh, we got to talk about something.
So
let's fire up everyone about this unfair treatment of other studios.
So let's just confirm what everybody's already known.
Yeah. Well, it was a good episode. See you guys next week.
You're welcome for our cutting edge takes and hilarious jokes.
Giving us a lot of credit there.
I'd like to think I can be funny.
Okay.
Looking.
Ho! Got him.
Good joke, me.
Got himself. I guess I already did the intro, like, stupidly fast.
Which means we move on to the next thing.
Is there new things out?
There are new things out.
Oh my god, okay.
Here we go. Number 1, Lost Words Beyond the Page for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Number 2, Oddworld Soulstorm for the PC, PS5, and PS4. Number 3.
That one shocked me a little bit. I didn't realize that was coming out now.
That Oddworld is already out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay shocked, because I don't think it's going to get that much playtime. Number 3, Star Wars Republic Commando for the PS4 and Switch.
What sells better? Oddworld Soulstorm or Republic Commando?
Ooh. Republic Commando. I'll take that bet.
I kind of want to go that way as well.
Number 4, War Theater 2 Blood of Winter Max Edition for the PS5. Number 5, Quintera for the PC. I wanted to say Quinceañera. It is not even close.
It's close enough.
Number 6, Rocket League Season 3 is a thing. Number 7, Season 3 hasn't it been out for 10 years? Number 7, Before Your Eyes for the PC. Number 8, Borderlands 3, the Director's Cut DLC. Number 9, In My Shadow for the PC. Number 10, Scarlet Hood and the Wicked Wood. Hey, for the PC. Number 11, What the Dub?
That dubstep game?
Also with the new DLC coming called More Wub. No, I don't know if that's really true, but it should, if anything. For the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Number 12, Say No More for the PC and Switch.
I remember that one. That game.
I don't.
It was one of those COVID summer IGN, I think. No, Kind of Funny, maybe?
Okay, yeah. The Kind of Funny
showcase
game showcase.
Yeah.
I just like the idea that it was the COVID summer of games.
Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what it was.
True.
And you basically go around saying no to people.
Let me live my life.
Yeah.
I say no now, I'll say no in the game.
Yeah.
Double down on the no effect. Number 13, Trials of Fire for the PC.
That was my day today.
Trials of Fire?
In the bathroom.
Yeah. Trials of the Fiery Butthole.
Jalapenos, man. They don't sit well with the old tum-tum.
Jalapenos will do that.
Yeah. To me.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't...
weak in the bowels.
I don't have that...
I have a weak gut. Not really. It's just weird things. Chemicals. I don't know.
Listen, you've told me before of pH balances, basic and acidic. So at this point, if you tell me something internally is happening, yeah, sure, I believe you. You paid attention in high school health. I didn't.
I think that...
I also think we had 2 very different classes.
It's a possibility.
I'm 95% positive in the conversation that I'm referencing. I never had that.
I think that there should be like, is it nutritionists or is it diet? I don't know, whatever. Whoever helps you figure out what your body likes and dislikes and your diets and stuff. There needs to be more of those people.
Like a dietitian?
They need to be more accessible because my body is weird and I need help understanding it.
Doctor?
I refuse.
yeah. My body is weird and I need more help. What? Doctors? Fuck no.
Doctors, what are you? Mr. Science Man. Magic Man with your science.
Your logic. I don't like either of you. I believe you'd probably be looking for a dietitian. But then again,
maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if a diet. You know what? This entire podcast is built on speaking out of our ass. So I don't know that dietitians also, obviously they would plan like a diet for you and yada yada.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they clearly also would be able to help you with the understand your digestive tract problems. Because one, I would assume, goes hand in hand with the other.
You would think that, but I have the feeling.
But there's also a specialist for that.
Yeah, I have a feeling that that's, there's some weirdness going on there. Because I know gut health is like a whole new frontier.
Ah, yes, the old bacteria argument.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
Yeah.
And I had to put good bacteria in because I destroyed myself with food poisoning 2 years ago.
Yeah, there you go.
Cheese pizza and yogurt was the solution.
See, here's the thing, though. I did the yogurt thing for a little bit.
I mean, I love yogurt. I just do it in general.
It did not seem to go well.
Like yogurt, are you lactose intolerant and you don't know it?
I don't think so, because I drink at points in my life,
there are different lactoses.
Okay, so maybe on this subject,
are lactades? Because I have a buddy at work that has like cheese. I don't know if it's the processed versus like unprocessed type of thing,
or like pasteurized.
Yeah, that one.
Unpasteurized.
Yeah, because like certain things trigger him, but other ones won't.
Yeah, like when you're pregnant, you're not supposed to have unpasteurized things.
Okay, sure.
Because of bacteria.
I believe you.
Because of the implications.
Because of the implications. Because I can't say no.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I did the whole like I drank I had one of those containers of yogurt, like the little containers of yogurt, like one a day.
Okay.
And it did not go well for me. Just throwing that out there. Do with that information what you will. More importantly, odds or evens?
Odds.
Okay.
Is that 2 odds weeks to 2 evens weeks?
I don't know. I lost track. I'm sure there's some correlation there somewheres.
We'll get our stats guru on it. We don't have one. Number 1, MLB The Show 21 is on Xbox Game Pass on April 20th due to a request from the license holder, according to Sony. I'm pretty sure, just so we're clear, the license holder for MLB The Show is the MLB.
You know what? That would make sense.
Quote, I just love that they wrote due to the license holder. I'm pretty sure that's just called the MLB, but all right. Yeah. Quote, as part of the goal for this year's game, MLB decided to bring the franchise to more players and baseball fans. This decision proves a unique opportunity to further establish MLB The Show as the premier brand for baseball video games. End quote.
Interesting. This is just classic. Like, I just like that we, have a specified reason for.
Well, I like
these
that
things.
The specified reason is literally them going, oh, no. We as Sony still don't want to play with Microsoft.
Yeah.
But MLB wants to, so, we're okay with it.
Yeah. Classic Sony.
Like, oh, no, we wouldn't have put it over there if we didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Or if
if
we had
sell...
a choice.
All right, here's another one. Is it going to sell better on Xbox or PlayStation?
Do you consider a Game Pass download a sale?
I would. I don't know if we get those figures, but I would.
We wouldn't. if we were getting those figures and counting bots plus Game Passes on Xbox versus just on Sony or on PlayStation, I would say yes because of the implications.
And then I would like to...
Also, it's a bunch of people dipping in for the first time.
Yeah.
So you get first wave surge.
Yeah. I would like to be a fly on the wall when Sony's going through like the sales figures, because like the turmoil is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, the turmoil will be fantastic, but even after the joke we discussed in the beginning, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, but everyone likes money. That's the problem.
If they liked money, the Last of Us remake that they're apparently working on for literally whatever reason I could never tell you,
well, that
should go on Xbox.
That's kind of the problem right now, though, is that... Yeah, but it's the forbidden fruit situation. I got two things here. It's the forbidden fruit situation where I feel like MLB The Show 21 is going to be the first... You're having some issues over there with some cat hair, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like caught in the Band-Aid or what's going on, so I'm just kind of like...
It's just a rough shape.
It's my life, man.
I'm right there with you.
Pain, existence is pain.
The forbidden fruit thing, MLB The Show 21 is going to be like I think the true like modern time we see a Sony exclusive game on Xbox, and they could see the money that it can bring in. Get what I'm saying?
Okay, so
kind of
this
a convoluted way of saying it, but
this is them eating the apple.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So now they have that knowledge of the apple.
Yes. So,
what was the other point I was going to make? Son of a bitch.
So which one gave up the rib?
Oh, Jesus. That's kind of relevant, too.
Best church install I can ever think of. Be quiet, rib.
So, now I totally forgot. I was losing my train of thought there. So, yeah, there's that. The forbidden fruit. There was a second part to that, which I can't remember.
The other one
now.
was the Last of Us remake.
Remakes are all the rage right now, and they're selling well, which is kind of the problem.
Yeah, but they're selling well if they're good, and they're selling well if they're not a game that was made.
Wait, wasn't The Last of Us already remastered?
That if a game that was made, then remastered a year later, then dropped a second one.
But the problem is, every game that's bigger that has done that it's gone well for them. You got your Skyrim.
Because people
You got your GTA 5. You got your Rockstar games in general, I guess.
Stupid.
Yeah, Sony knows that, and they're like, ooh.
Yeah, but Rockstar, not remade. A lot of sequels.
Yeah, I get where you're going.
GTA didn't get remade. It just got ported.
With upgrades, and I was one of those assholes.
Which aren't out yet on the PS5. There was no upgrade from 360s and PS3s to PS4s and Xbox Ones.
I was one of those assholes who rebought it for the next console. And I'm one of those assholes who's bought multiple versions of Skyrim.
Imagine buying Skyrim the first time. I'm a fake gamer.
And I bought The Last of Us twice. Because I bought the original and then I bought the remastered.
So what we're boiling this podcast down to, Matt's the problem.
Well, you know, that's the thing. Is like...
Is that you're the problem.
Like The Last of Us, for example, like I played it on PS3, I loved it, and then I, got the PS4, had Samantha around, she was getting into all the cinematic games, I was like, oh, The Last of Us, you're gonna love this shit. So I had to rebuy it, and it's kind of like one of those things, it's a trap.
Yeah. So are you gonna buy this one now?
No. But it's a trap. I'm much wiser now.
Oh, okay. I see the games they're playing. I can see the numbers moving.
And I'm going to play them too. No.
Yeah, I'm just upset that they're wasting time is a weird way to look at it, because to them it's not a waste because they will make money, which is also the upsetting part. But to me, it's like, oh my God, please make other games.
Yeah.
You had Days Gone, and now you've basically said, what if we didn't? The only thing that's not a Naughty Dog or Monica game coming out, Santa Monica game, is
should we talk
Horizon.
about Sony now since we're on the topic of it? Do you want to bring it up? The studio shit.
The part that I'm literally talking about right now?
Are you gonna go into it?
I thought we've already been talking about this. I introed with that.
I guess, but we didn't go into you didn't go into detail.
Oh, do you want the detail of Sony clearly favors Sony Santa Monica and Naughty Dog?
Yeah, and it was in a Bloomberg article with Jason
Yeah.
Schreier. Blah, blah, blah.
It was like, oh, they clearly favor them. No shit. Obviously, they favor them forever. Sony Bend has basically had Days Gone 2 or whatever their next project was tabled because now they need to work on a new game with Naughty Dog or whatever. The VASG, which is used for remasters and like polishing games before they go to launch, was working on the Last of Us remake, and then Naughty Dog came to help, but then Naughty Dog took over, and now VASG or VSAG, whatever the two is, Visual Studio Animation, they now are helping Naughty Dog instead of the other way around, and it's a bunch of people got pissy, obviously, but pissed and left because all the other studios like aren't respected by Sony and yada yada. And there was the whole idea with Dreams and how they left that studio out to die, and there was just a whole bunch of stuff where it's like, no shit, how has no one noticed?
Yeah, definitely not the direction that you would like Sony to go, but
Right.
Clearly the direction they've been going for a little while now.
At least 3 years.
Yeah. I guess the thing is, it's like for people like us, it's noticeable, but
I think a lot of people just wanted to be willfully ignorant of it, where it's like, no shit, this is a problem. In air quotes. Problem in air quotes, if you wanted diversity and fun out of PlayStation, who now has seen money and gone, this is all we're going to do.
yeah. What's frustrating is the EA syndrome of it, to where like a lot of these games that they, like Days Gone, for example, really didn't sell as well as any as the other Sony exclusives because of it was Sony's fault for all intents and purposes. It wasn't really marketed well, and it was released at a poor time. It was released like really close and marketed really close to Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah. Actually, the month before, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe it was May, then June release of Last of Us, then July release of Ghost.
Yeah. Which I initially shit on Days Gone a lot because of the similarities, and then I haven't played it. Have you played it?
No,
yet?
I haven't.
Everyone I know that has played Days Gone has been like, it's really, really good.
Yeah, that's all I've heard, because it falls, I think, into the problem that Dying Light did.
Mm-hmm.
Released at a terrible time, but it's loved by people that played it.
Yeah. So,
and I got good news for PlayStation fans. If you have a PS4, wait a month.
yeah, I get it. It's frustrating, and I think this is all probably ramifications from Sony's restructuring from a couple years ago, and them centralizing all the decision making and game making. So now we're seeing someone's vision, and it's not necessarily what's going to be, I think, a long-term healthy for Sony and their customer base.
Short-term money.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You're going to have a big short-term return, and then long-term it's going to taper off heavily, and which is on its own might not necessarily be a bad thing, but put in the bigger picture of the market, Microsoft is like, they're on a fucking rocket ship right now.
Yeah.
And like, it's not really a good,
they're chasing, some CEO is chasing that Bobby Kotick bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, he made $200 million and they did that? Oh, fuck doing any other thing else. We're just going to make money. Fun fact, Joe Musgrove has thrown the first no-hitter in Padres history.
Padres, really hot right now.
Against Texas. So apparently...
Texas.
Yeah, they're playing in the Rangers.
Okay.
But funny enough, confirmed by me, the Padres and Rangers have a rivalry. Tatis bat flips on a grand slam when they're up during that whole debacle last year, and now they got no hit. Padres are just like, oh, It'd be really cute if you shut the hell up while we're winning games. Anyway, baseball talk. Other things that pique our interest.
Yeah. Baseball. Who's your take for the World Series? Dodgers? Did we talk about this last week? I think we talked about this last week.
We probably talked about it, but not on here, I don't think.
Dodgers, right? It's got to be the Dodgers.
Well, I'd want the Yankees.
Well, yeah, Yankees, clearly, but they got some shit going on. They're working on some kinks right now. Granted, it's been
6 games.
6 games.
6 games, working on some kinks. Yes, obviously that's who I would hope, but yes, the Dodgers are a powerhouse, but it would be very interesting to see what San Diego and the Dodgers do because they have to play against each other so much.
Yeah.
They have to battle. One of them is going to come out a victor. It's just going to be which one.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to literally how any fight ever works.
Yeah.
One of them will be the victor. And that's just how it's going to
go. Well, stay tuned and you can hear us ramble about pointless things.
There's 156 games left, people. I am going to be talking about it a lot. Playing fantasy baseball, lost my first week matchup because we played the short week, so I only had 4 days worth of stats. Terrible.
Oh, terrible.
Second week's going on right now. I'm winning, so progress.
You have that going for you.
I got that going for me. Pretty good.
My mom's thrilled. She won her March Madness bracket league that she was doing.
How'd she pick?
How, like the process?
Yeah.
Coin flip.
Coin flip, okay.
Second year in a row, she's done coin flip. Second year in a row, she's won.
That sounds about right. No one that ever knows basketball will win.
She, I think, knows enough. See, my mom tries to act dumb. She's actually really, really sports intelligent, which is weird.
Right, but I mean, like, anybody that, like, follows college basketball and, like, is really into it, I mean, like...
Yeah, they overthink everything.
They'll overthink everything. I've coin flip has won. Where do I want to go on a vacation? Mascot fights can usually win, but then if Demon Deacons are in there, that's kind of a toss-up. You know, they're pretty dominant in a mascot fight. Like, out of the orange, he's out immediately.
Yeah.
Stanford Trees, they actually, surprisingly, will stay a while. Hard to beat a tree. Until they come up against the Lumberjacks.
That just breaks my brain.
That broke your brain?
The mascot fighting thing.
Oh, dude. You can have some philosophical discussions about which mascot wins in a fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the possibilities just
Tar Heel versus a Blue Devil?
I don't even fucking know.
Blue Devil, probably. Also, that took me forever to think of Lumberjack because I couldn't stop thinking of, like, B words. I was like, blue, ox, babe, bison. None of these are what I want.
I couldn't even name
a mascot?
A basketball mascot.
Like any mascot, period? Like in any basketball league? You know what Maryland's mascot is? Turpins. They're turtles.
Interesting.
Yeah. Stanford's trees, Wisconsin's badgers. Ohio State Buckeyes.
All right.
Notre Dame.
Fighting Irish.
Got one. There you
go. Do we have more to say about Sony?
No, I think I've exhausted a lot of stupid angles after the fact, actually, now that I'm talking about NCAA mascots.
All right. Microsoft has announced...
Yes, number 2, by the way.
Number 2.
This is how far derailed we went.
Out of 15.
Gonna be a short episode, I think.
Microsoft has announced the addition of touch controls to a selection of titles available via its Xbox cloud gaming service. Over 50 games can now be played from an Android phone, including Sea of Thieves, Gears 5, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Celeste, Hello Neighbor, Yooka-Laylee, and Dead Cells.
Okay, so 2 of those games actually entirely terrify me with touch controls.
Which ones?
Celeste.
Okay.
Because I feel like you'd want to be very like precision-y with how that game plays of dashing and everything.
Yeah, I got you.
And then Hellblade on the phone. I don't know. Something about that just seems weird.
Hellblade's actually like really easy to play.
Yeah, but like not the touch controls. I guess it's the on the phone part where it's like after everything you've said and I've read of like it's such an audio experience that kind of playing on the phone with a small screen, you'd get distracted and not immersed as much as you would want to be.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that part. I mean, the only advantage, not really an advantage, but the only nice thing is usually if you're playing on a phone, you have headphones in, which helps
Can
the game.
be better, yeah.
Helps the game immensely.
But then I don't have like a sound card in my phone, so I don't get the great Dolby 5.1 surround sound.
Dolby 5.0.
I just want that nice tone from when you get to like into the theater and you hear the THX come on. It's just boom.
Yeah.
That's just all it is.
Yeah.
Goes in one ear, out the other. Good fade.
Yeah, you get that like feeling of it like bouncing around your head. Yeah, I got you.
Granted, I also hate going to the movie theater, but anyway. Number 3. Speaking of
That's all right. There's not going to be many left.
Damn right. Death to the theater. E2 theater.
Ooh.
Let me bring back a little Caesar for you. Number 3, speaking of Microsoft, after being removed and replaced by Red Dead Redemption 2 nearly a year ago, Grand Theft Auto 5 will return to Xbox Game Pass for consoles on April 8th, and it will also be coming to Microsoft's cloud gaming service, xCloud. So maybe online won't take 18 years to load if it's already online.
Crazy.
Don't think that's how that works, first off. Is that Cloudception?
Cloudception.
If you're playing a game in the cloud to go online?
I don't appreciate these console PC distinctions they're making a lot lately.
I agree that they have gone soft on Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Yeah.
Offensively so, if I might say so myself. Where is Outriders on PC? I would have played it. That being said, I am happy that this is the second Game Pass story in 3 stories this week. We fell away from our Game Pass whoring.
And I'm happy that
it's
another
back.
one, so we'll see.
I'll make sure there is.
Okay. All right.
I will weave Game Pass into every story I read from here on out. Tastefully.
I'm sure.
Because of the implications.
What am I on? Number 4. Let's pivot to Sony, but with an interesting Microsoft twist.
Also, why can't we just real quick? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why can't we just have Red Dead and GTA?
I don't know.
Why we gotta pick and choose? Can I have Midnight Dub Edition? Midnight Club Dub Edition?
It's like that'd be pretty dope, actually.
Bully?
It's
LA Noire on xCloud, so I can see sweet faces.
Rockstar, man. They just can't give you everything. You know how they are.
They can't give me anything, Matthew. Where is GTA 6? It has been 18 years, and I haven't seen him since he walked away. Something's coming through there. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. That's deep. That's a deep question.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I don't know. I just don't know.
I'm not drinking, so I don't need the deep answer. I'm good.
Where was I? Sony.
4.
Let's pivot to Sony, but with an interesting Microsoft twist in the end. And by the end, I mean the next one. Anyways, Sony announced Abandoned. Abandoned is a cinematic survival sim that'll be out later in 2021 from Sony's blog post. The story is centered around Jason Longfield, who wakes up in a strange forest. Abandoned and not remembering how he got there, Jason soon finds out he was kidnapped and brought there for a dark purpose. Fighting for his survival, his main goal is escape.
Okay, so before I read the fun twist.
Yes.
Cinematic survival game?
Do we know what that means?
Did that look cinematic when they showed the gameplay at the end?
Not really.
Not even close.
No, I've noticed a trend.
They just like to say cinematic because there's nothing else there?
You took that nail and you hammered it straight through.
One hit, baby. Kapow!
Whenever a game looks photorealistic and the gameplay is like questionable.
Yeah.
They're like, just call it cinematic.
Yeah, it's a cinematic. Cinematic implications. Oh, so you're saying your game's cinematic? Is that because of the implications of nothing else being there?
They're like, all right, so we got a problem. Our game looks really nice, but it might be a little boring. Cinematic?
Yeah. But even at this point, they're like cinematic, and I'm like, wait, you think that looks nice?
Yeah.
That hand gun? That was... Also, person wakes up in forest, not sure where they are. Where's that happened before? Ooh, the forest.
Has to escape.
Crashed a plane, got there. Your son got sacrificed to the demigod. Things happen. Do you crash other planes to keep
going? So they
going?
basically took the forest, sprinkled a little Far Cry 5 storyline in there.
Then there's also the idea that, yes, they sprinkled the Far Cry 5 storyline in, and Joseph Seed.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Joseph?
I think so. I think it was
John
Jingleheimer.
Joseph Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name was Faith's name too. You imagine the mod now where they sing that song as they're all just kind of like high step walking towards you, and that would be nightmare fuel and a half if you were in Faith's like chemtrail problem.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Or whatever it was called.
So what was the third one?
What was it called? It wasn't chemtrails. What the hell was the name of the thing?
I don't fucking remember. It was. I'm frustrated. I can't remember their names. There was John, Joseph, Jacob.
What did I say? Wasn't it Jacob? It was John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, but it was Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph was the main one.
Yeah. Jacob was the older brother, I think.
And then John was the flight guy.
Yeah. I think so.
The other one was the Vietnam vet.
Yeah, which was Jacob.
Yeah. And Joseph was the I will set them
was
all
Jared Leto.
Free. Yeah, basically. He was Jared Leto. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That game was actually a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I'm not. There's
nothing better than that than a Montana nuke scenario because a cult leader decided to take over.
Yeah, that game was definitely fun.
And he was a great villain.
Yeah. It was a fun romp. He was a good villain.
He was charismatic to the point where like I would still love to go just find cutscenes of him talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, it's good to see you.
He tortures you. That's always fun.
Yeah. Always a great time in a game.
Mm-hmm.
The shepherd has blah, 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 blah. I have foretold of your coming. My name is Deckard Cain. Okay.
You know the main character, the guy you play in Far Cry 5 is in New Dawn?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Because New Dawn takes place in the same place.
But he's one of your companions, and
that's weird.
You don't know he's one of your companions unless you like
do some stuff.
Yeah, like you don't know who he really is unless you like, do some side stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of cool though. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
You don't. It's not a happy ending for him.
I assume you kill him.
The companion that this guy that
Spoilers.
He doesn't have a face, like he has a mask.
Okay.
Doesn't talk.
Okay.
Has no tongue, I believe.
Oh, that would make a lot of sense, actually, for why we don't talk the entire first time. Oh, no, we talked during that.
Yeah. But then you get locked in the bunker with Joseph Seed.
Yeah, but you end up escaping during you're driving through Hellfire.
Yeah, but you end up in the end with the bunker with Joseph Seed.
Why do I feel like that ends in such a way? Because did you end up killing him, I thought? Or like abandoning him there type of thing? Even in the bunker, I thought you abandoned him.
There's like a race to the bunker. And he ends up being there, I think.
Yeah, there's some weird thing.
That was a fucking tangent.
Yeah, hell of a game, though. That being said, so yeah, they do that. There was also a book, the book that I read a while ago that was the one that was based on the video game type thing, where the person was kidnapping people and then playing out game scenarios. So what it was is that they kidnapped them, dropped them in a secluded area, gave them 3 objects basically that they could survive with, and said, get out.
Nice.
So watching this trailer, I was like, well, that's interesting. And then they're like, oh, but it's a cult angle. are you the only person that they didn't kill in group suicide type of thing? Or are you supposed to be the sacrifice to the goat man? Like, what's the...
You're the guy that goes in the Wicker Man.
Ooh, interesting. Assassin's Creed. I did that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a weird one. Burns themselves alive in a Wicker Man.
Bagans, man.
Never understand them. Number 5. Now for the fun Microsoft twist to the Sony story we already made you forget. Some people online were theorizing that Abandon was actually a Hideo Kojima game. They're claiming that the makers of Abandon, Blue Box Game Studios, is actually a cover for Kojima Productions. VentureBeat journalist Jeff Grubb says otherwise. He wrote in an article, quote, "But the biggest piece of evidence I have that Abandon is not a Kojima joint is that Kojima is in talks with Microsoft about publishing his next game, according to a source familiar with the matter. And yes, that statue on Phil Spencer's shelf was referencing a potential deal with the legendary developer. I cannot confirm if Xbox closed the deal yet, but my understanding is that Kojima is the focus of a Microsoft plan to leverage Japanese talent," end quote.
Makes a lot of sense, obviously.
It does, but it would be hysterical to slap Sony in the face.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it makes sense because I don't think Kojima wants to plant his flag with just Sony.
Yeah, no, I don't think he does either.
And with everything we talked about earlier, obviously, like, this is just the rocket ship accelerating more.
Fuel into the tank.
Yep. Pumping the gas.
Oh, yeah.
As Trevor Plouffe would say, he's pumping the gas.
Ooh, good old Trevor Plouffe. Trevor Plouffe, shout out.
Yeah.
To the handsome SoulCal man himself.
Pumping the gas.
I'm jealous of him.
Aren't we all?
His fit, though.
What's that?
What you were talking about? I'm surprised you didn't do it tonight. The bow tie, hoodie tie.
Oh yeah. I'm just, I don't have the swag to pull it off. I don't think so.
Is this a high
It's his top knot.
top knot?
Ridiculous. Yeah. So I don't know, Sony, get your shit together.
Nothing like entirely unrelated baseball Trevor Plouffe love, but I don't know, just weird. That's a segue and a half that we could.
Fine. If you don't know who Trevor Plouffe is, go Google him. Go to John Boy Media Baseball. John Boy Baseball.
John Boy Media Baseball.
Yes. Sequence.
Check out Sequence, Trevor Plouffe's show.
Marvel at his beauty.
Came up with an idea of how to do an at bat against Shohei Ohtani.
I did not watch that one yet.
Pretty good. Kind of breaks down like what he would game plan for.
Mm-hmm. I know. I didn't watch it,
or like where he would target pitches and stuff.
But I was listening to Talking Baseball on the way up.
Ah, okay.
And Jimmy was fanboying over that episode and how he was fanboying to Trevor about how he should do more of those.
Yeah, I think they're actually potentially going to be some of his best content, where you can take, because he's a former shortstop, turned into third base, played some outfield, all that stuff, bounced around a few teams. Minnesota Twins of his majority of his career, all that stuff. But he played against a bunch of good pitchers, and he's been able, he was a professional baseball player, so he can see when people might be tipping. He can just give the insight that people don't give. So when he does that breakdown, you go, oh, okay. Well, now go look at like Garrett Cole, Jacob deGrom, Lucas Giolito, Max Scherzer, like Zach Greinke. Go look at all these guys and give people an idea of like what you actually are looking for as a hitter.
Yeah.
Because if you're a hitter, if you're a fan watching it and you see a hitter take a change up down the middle of the plate, you're like, that doesn't, why would you ever do that? And it's like, well, because I've thrown that pitch out type of thing. I'm only looking for a fastball or a slider. And that's it, basically.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. It's like, I don't think like people who aren't hardcore fans realize that there's batting strategy. Like,
yeah. Like, would you rather have
pitchers are so good at this point that like a pro level batter can't walk up and be like, I'm gonna try to hit every fucking pitch this guy has.
Like, say the guy has 4
unless
pitches.
You're like, someone like ridiculous, but
yeah.
But even then, like Mike Trout, he's not like he's
no,
like
he's got a problem. He's got a problem with fastballs middle in.
Yeah.
Somehow, Mike Trout, the best player in the game, has a problem with a fastball middle in. But either way,
yeah.
If I said, here, I'll give you the chance, 1 in 4 shot to guess what's coming. or 50-50. Which one do you want?
Yeah, obviously 50-50.
Exactly.
And it plays into that because it's not like...
Anyway, go watch the episode.
Yeah, whatever. This is a video game podcast.
It's supposed to be a video game podcast, but...
Number 6, another week, another game delay, or 2. Arcane Studios announced a delay of Deathloop, again, pushing the game from May 21st to September 14th.
If they just keep pushing it, eventually they'll be able to drop it day and date on PlayStation and Xbox.
There you go.
Because by the time they would have done a 1-year exclusivity deal...
I wonder how
be
that
way
works.
too late.
That's actually a really interesting thought.
My guess would be it would be a 1-year exclusivity deal, but if they keep delaying and delaying, I don't know if that just has to get altered because they would lose money.
Yeah, is it based off of the actual release date or the
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be based off the actual release date, but I wonder if they would be trying to go back on that, like, because it would be based on the actual release date, and the actual release date just keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed. I wonder if they would be trying to renegotiate as fast as they can to be like, because we've had to delay so many times, please no.
Yeah. The second delay is Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. TT Games announced the delay via Twitter, and unfortunately, there is no new release date.
Which that one actually hurts worse than Deathloop.
Yeah, I was
I
disappointed
am looking
with that.
forward to us drinking in this room and playing that game, or actually drinking downstairs.
I was
going to
bring my Dreamcast, and I forgot.
Well, yeah, you were also going to bring a jack for downstairs. You were going to bring me dishwasher equipment. You were going to bring me a lot of things that you didn't. Instead, you went on a raging trip through Walmart and brought a shit ton of food.
Yeah, well, maybe if I have a good day tomorrow and things go as planned, maybe I will. Are you doing anything tomorrow?
No, I'm free tomorrow.
Maybe I will drive up and bring things.
I was like, if anything, I was going to cut down some trees, but I don't think I'm going to do it tomorrow. I think I'm going to wait till potentially next weekend. Yeah, I need good weather. I was going to say next weekend, but next weekend's MLB The Show and me getting doped up on COVID. So, like, yeah.
That sounds like a nice weekend, though.
Oh, it'd be great.
Like, so you get your COVID shot, so you have an
Friday
excuse to do nothing.
Friday I have off,
and you have MLB
and
The
MLB
Show all
comes
weekend,
out.
so it's just like, I'm gonna be on the couch
playing it all Friday. I'm taking my hour break to drive over, grab my second dose of my vaccine, and come back. Maybe make myself some lunch, get some drinks, and then play MLB The Show for the majority of Saturday when I'm not trying to sleep. Then Sunday, play a game called MLB The Show. Then Monday, I took off of work because just in case for some reason the shot knocks me out for 2 days.
Yeah.
But I'm going to play the show. Then Tuesday, I work from home. So I'm going to answer emails and play the show. It's a good time.
So
that is not going to happen. I will not be able to I'll be able to play it for probably midway through Saturday and need to just break it up with something for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then go back to it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because Saturday, I'm sure other people, Todd will be around, so we'll probably play something, and I'll have my time broken up. Number 7. E3. Hold on. I'm going to do that again. Felt weird. E3 2021 will return in digital form and has been backed by Nintendo, Xbox, Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, Take-Two, Warner Bros., and Koch Media. Of course it has. Go with Koch Media. They alone could have their own E3.
They really could.
It's a decent lineup, especially with 2 platform holders on board. However, there are some notable absentees, including Sony, EA, Activision Blizzard, really never go there anyway, Sega, they exist, Bandai Namco, they exist, and Square Enix. The event takes place between June 12th and June 15th, so maybe they will jump on board before then. Yeah, right.
I mean, on that list, the only one that really participates anymore is Square, I think.
Square, because they normally do a Tuesday thing.
I don't really include EA because the whole EA Play
EA is going to do EA Play the whole weekend or whatever. They'll have their event on Saturday. It's normally what they do. Sony will probably still do an event, but they just won't be participating in the E3 showcase. Activision Blizzard never goes. Sega,
who cares?
What are they going to show? Shenmue 4. Bandai Namco, I don't think is going to do anything, but usually Sega, Bandai, if anything, they'd be showing during like the week following, not that weekend of press conferences. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting. I mean, it's a full digital form, so we'll just see what that means and what it looks like going forward.
For sure.
So once again, still think it'll end up dying, but
yeah, I do as well. The esports, number 8, the Esports Integrity Commission is working in partnership with U.S. authorities, including the FBI, to investigate match fixing in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. According to Ian Smith, the Integrity Commissioner of the ESIC, there is an ongoing investigation regarding a, quote, relatively small but significant group of players who organize match fixing in North America, Mountain Dew League. Didn't know that was a thing. For a long period of time.
Well, that's concerning if you have to involve the FBI in it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do they bet on, is that a thing? No, it is. It is a thing. Never mind.
It's a thing, yes, but like in this scenario, it would be betting probably plus prize pools and whatever else.
Yeah, I linked in that same article, they were talking about Australia's CSGO, where apparently there was like 35 players banned for I'm not sure if it was match fixing, but I think the players were betting on games they were involved in.
The old Michael Jordan effect. Or Pete Rose. Both bet on games they were involved in.
Wasn't Pete Rose like banned from...
He's banned for life from baseball.
Yeah.
Which
seems
I
a little...
still don't agree with.
Yeah, that seems a little harsh.
But, that's for the baseball podcast that we don't make. Called...
Talking Balls.
It's the Manscaped podcast that we don't make. I don't even know. It says to say gamers too, because we're also gamers was the entire idea behind that title. But like,
I don't know.
What's the sport one? We're not also playing baseball.
True. I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah. Spectators too. Electric Boogaloo. Number 9, Nintendo has announced Pac-Man 99, a new multiplayer game that'll be included with its Nintendo Switch online subscription service. Like Tetris 99 and the recently departed Super Mario's 35.
RIP.
The game pits dozens of players against each other in a battle royale style fight to the end. The game looks similar to the classic arcade original Pac-Man, but you can make it more difficult for opponents by munching on power pellets, eating ghosts, and sending Jammer Pac-Man over to their screens. Pac-Man 99 also has various themes available for purchase that change up the music and visuals based on other Namco games like Galaga, Xavius, and Dig Dug. Xavius? Xevious?
I have no idea.
All right, cool. There are 20 in total. Pac-Man 99 became available to download on April 7th, and it'll be free for anyone with a Nintendo Switch online subscription. The game is exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. Cool.
Cool.
I'm not going to play it. I'm not good at Pac-Man.
Yeah, I'm not a Pac-Man dude.
I'm like casually like, okay, cool, Pac-Man. Like all that stuff. I got the noises down. Miss Pac-Man, a lot of that. That's about where it stops.
Yeah, I could never do that competitively.
Nope. No way. I'm surprised I won Tetris, honestly. So I hold that on my own mantle.
Yeah. Feather in the cap.
I got my Tetris 99 Maribad.
Oh, where are we?
I make fun of myself in that own sentence. Somewhere is a sash with merit badges on it.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah, it's probably upstairs.
I mean, that's useful, though. Useful information.
Might be upstairs or in my closet.
Numero 10.
Yes.
Is this a Spanish podcast?
To Electronic Arts Revealed. Lost it on Revealed. Don't know what that one is.
Tough. Electronic Arts revealed this week that it has obtained exclusive rights to the Masters tournament. With this exclusivity deal, all 4 major PGA tournaments, Masters Tournament, PGA Championship, US Open Championship, and the Open Championship, will only be available via EA Sports PGA Tour Road to the Masters. The battle between the golf games intensifies.
Okay, so should we begin with our I have problems list?
Yes.
1. My name is Nate. 2. Oh, wait, I meant with the game. The issues I have are twofold. Why does this not have a dark mode? Does this have a dark mode?
Is that a thing?
I have dark mode on my phone, but I might need to change the whole theme of my thing, but I'm not going to do this right now. Okay, so yeah, obviously EA shows those. So EA pulls those tours out. What does that leave the other one then? Have we already swung enough money around?
Are you talking about what's
to
that
make
leave?
2K?
2K has Tiger Woods. So does that work?
I don't know. I don't know how the licensing works for this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is so all right. So the Masters. So are the courses licensed independently of the actual tournaments?
Yeah, like can it call it the Masters, but they both use Augusta National. So like 2K gets Augusta National, they can call it Augusta National. EA gets Augusta National, but they get to call the championship the Masters. But 2K has to call Augusta National's tournament like the best or something. Like they can't call it the Masters, they have to call it tournament number 1.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either, because that could get like really convoluted.
I just hope that this game doesn't suck.
I mean, ideally they both are good.
Give me good golf games. Give me Mario Golf.
Because like if both golf games are good, next year or 2 years or however many years out when the next ones come,
They'll be better.
They'll be fucking fire.
You know how great it would be if they just said we're making these for next gen only?
Don't tease me.
I want that haptic feedback for when I have to hit out of the bunker.
Like ray tracing?
Or like my deep rough.
If they went nasty like with ray tracing.
Oh yeah, just push the limits of a golf game. Insane.
Like just go insane. Like ray trace
They
fucking everything.
They used it the first time when they dropped Frostbite 2. The first game that came out with it, if I remember correctly, might be speaking out of my ass, was Rory McIlroy's golf.
Probably.
It was when he was the first one on the cover when they were transitioning from Tiger because they didn't know what to do anymore because he was having his affairs.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, who cares?
Sex addict.
Yeah, sex addict. Oh, do not dare bait me into that conversation, Matt. Sex addiction is not real. Well, it's real, but not for the people that think it is, which is the problem. Number 11, the official PlayStation. Wait, did he actually come out for that one?
What?
No, I don't think he did. There were like celebrities. I was trying to think if he was one of the ones that claimed it back then.
Tiger Woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if that was
He
one
like
of
he
his.
went to like therapy or rehab for it or something, I think.
Sure, yeah. Paid me to be a therapist.
That's he was the one that made it a conversation.
Was he? I thought it was one of like the Pitts or somebody.
Nah, I think it was Tiger Woods.
Yeah, all right, well, way to go, you idiot. Number 11, the official PlayStation Twitter account confirmed that a new Resident Evil Village Showcase event will be streamed on Twitch and YouTube on April 15th at 3 p.m. Pacific and 6 p.m. Eastern. So that's the same time, just to be clear.
Might get a look at the
my 9'6" goth beautiful woman girlfriend.
Like, what would you like? Just if she was real, what would you do with a 9 foot tall like woman?
Climb her.
Like, I just feel like I wouldn't know what to do.
There would be a lot of me just staring.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie, it would just be me being like, okay, all right, well, like what? Not even what do you do? How do you not just stop just staring? Because it would be so out of the ordinary. Mm-hmm. You just
mama.
No, I would never say that. I don't say that now. It's so weird.
That is kind of weird if you think about it.
Yeah, it's the same thing as weird when people are like, "Oh, Daddy." I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Daddy issues, all right?
I don't know. It's just weird.
Number 12, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the 2005 CGI spin-off film, is getting a 4K HDR remaster this summer. If anyone cares.
Good part on the last line. No one does. Number 13, also on the list of Does Anyone Care? There were a few new CEOs appointed. First up is Jenna Owens, a former Amazon director and general manager of distribution and multi-channel fulfillment, who now finds herself the new GameStop chief operating officer. Then there's Atari. They restructured and split into two companies. Atari Gaming, which will be led by Wade J. Rosen. The other company is Atari Blockchain, which will probably go nowhere. So, moving on.
I got a little feisty towards the end here.
Yeah. Did you just see blockchain and go, fuck this, I'm not even bothered?
Yep.
Last up is Ubisoft. Anika Grant has been named Chief People Officer. They couldn't come up with a better title, huh? You are the Chief Officer of all of these people. What does that mean? We don't know.
That one really pisses me off because the whole point of this role is the whole HR, like...
Yeah, as I say, I assume it's just an HR title where it's just, why not call them HR?
And I feel like this title is like degrading almost. Which is counter to the whole point of the fucking title.
How great would it be?
A position, I should say.
Great. I almost fucking Freddie Mercury to myself again. That's a really weird thing to say, but I almost pulled the... Yeah.
I was going to be like, what?
Yeah, I know. There's like 6 things that doesn't make sense for. If you think of a 2-point hospital thing, that's one thing.
Okay, yeah.
If I caught AIDS,
yeah,
that's the second thing.
That was like you just gave yourself AIDS? Like,
the reference to this podcast would be that I accidentally almost pulled my mic arm out of its holder again and started having to walk around the stage like I was at Live Aid.
Great.
You'd love it. You kidding me? Actually, you know what? Just from now on, if we never would, but if we ever did a PAX panel, I'm 100% bringing a mic stand arm and walking around the room like that just to watch people go, is this guy serious? I go, yeah. Start doing like the Freddie Mercury dance and everything. Which I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know if that's a thing, but I mean, he definitely has a presence.
Yeah. I can't sing like him though.
No one can. That's what makes him Freddie Mercury.
That's true.
14. French publisher Microids announced that it has signed a publishing deal for 4 more Smurfs games.
Whoa! 4 more than what?
So we have that to look forward to.
Is it 4 more than 1? 4 more than 2?
I mean, it's...
How many are there already?
2.
All right. Said it with confidence. I like it.
I'm guessing.
Number 15. Netflix and Sony Pictures Entertainment have signed a licensing. That is not how you spell that. Have signed a licensing deal, meaning films from Sony's roster from 2022 onwards will be available exclusively on the streaming platform following their theatrical release. That includes Sony's upcoming Uncharted film, as well as Morbius. That's also been delayed like 3 times. Where the Crawdads Sing, don't know what that is, and Bullet Train, don't know what that is, which will all be a part of Netflix's 2022 offering. Fun fact, this also means that they get Spider-Man.
Yep. Into the Spider-Verse sequel.
Yep.
And any other Spider-Man sequels.
So they get Jake Gyllenhaal.
Do you want to talk about any of these trailers that I listed? We read them. There's some game trailers. The day before. Yeah.
I need to see more.
Yeah.
What they showed me looked like every other zombie demo I've ever seen.
Yep.
Open world zombies. Oh, same thing.
Yep. Sprinkle a little off-roading in there, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. Sprinkle some SnowRunner in there.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
I mean, that part looked good though. The physics looked correct.
Yeah. Hot Wheels Unleashed has potential for me.
Once again, potential. I need to see more. I need to see a large variety of tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Track creator would be a huge step for them.
Yep. with a
I need-
really good online community that you could pull tracks from.
Yep.
With voting, maybe.
I need loop-de-loops.
Yeah, fuck.
I need.
First off,
if they don't literally put all of their sets from like historic up of the complete racetracks in, what are you doing?
Yeah, what's the point of calling it Hot Wheels?
Right. And then you have the great option to allow me to buy Hot Wheels and use them to get skins of the game. Like, all the cars have the same stats, who cares? You just get to be able to, skin-wise, buy Hot Wheels for it.
That's actually, like, really interesting because Hot Wheels are so fucking cheap.
Yeah, they're $1 a shot.
And you get a silly little physical thing. I'd probably go a little nuts on that.
Yeah. Or you buy the 5-pack. There's a lot of ways that is free real estate for these guys.
Yeah. They could
Do that
really
whole
capitalize on this.
Put all the, like I said, all the complete sets, the ones where you're rushing down the mountain, you got to jump through, what is it, the volcano fire thing? Like, all of those need to be in the whole thing. Also, and this is the part that technically, all the other stuff is basically cosmetic and just simple design things. Simple, air quotes. If the driving, which looked like it was, is Need for Speed style driving, I am going to not be a big fan. Give me Mario Kart feel or like Forza feel. I need it to not be Need for Speed feel because that is very just heavy and...
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not arcade. It's like...
I didn't make that connection when I first saw it until you mentioned it. I was thinking Mario Kart, and then when you mentioned the Need for Speed thing and the camera swing,
it just looks heavy.
I was
in
like,
the whole...
oh no.
Yeah.
So...
I have PTSD from the last 2 Need for Speeds that I've played where it's just, you hit that point, and the games like that want you to drift around the corners, and the way that they make the cars, you have to do it in a specific way, where all the other games all work the same, and you're allowed to drift and just have fun. But Need for Speed is very different in how it drifts versus other games. It's like,
yeah.
You were so close.
And
you failed.
And I think the only other one that we might be interested in talking about is Ghosts.
Interesting concept. But I don't think it's going to play well. In terms of like, I think the game itself will play fine. I just don't know how long it will live after its first month.
Yeah, it's seems like it's going to be a proof of concept more than anything else.
Yeah, I like the idea of it looked like they're in a movie theater, I guess, or some type of large building. It looked like a theater.
Yeah.
And they're all live actors in a full live place and whatever. The game is only playable at 10 p.m. at night in your local area, which I think is pretty cool. It's a nice little, you can like make an event out of it type of thing if you had friends or whatever. And then I'm assuming it's a like choose your own adventure type of situation. Maybe they add a party, quote, party mode in where everybody joins the same room and you all vote on your phones. We've seen that happen before.
Yep.
I think vote for solution or vote for choices, and then you attempt to just not get that entire party killed throughout the night.
Yeah, I'm curious how that's supposed to work because they want everyone playing at the same time.
Well, it's 10 p.m. in your region. So I believe you can only play it at like 10 p.m. in the east, but obviously central, it would be an hour later. Mountain, 2 hours after you played it, yada, yada.
I just don't see the point other than...
So it's dark. It's dark out.
Making an event, I guess.
They want to make it spooky, so they put it later at night type of thing and make it an event. Because like nobody wants to play a Ghost game at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
I mean, people do, but that's the whole allure is to play it at night. And 10 p.m. because at 2 a.m. you're going to lose half your audience anyway. And yeah, you can get decently buzzed by 10 p.m.
There you go. We've solved the mystery.
It was Colonel Mustard with the candlestick in the kitchen.
You've heard it here first, folks.
I'm not saying he did it, but oh boy, he did it. All right, yes, that's the news. Here are some deals that we're going to highlight. Humble Choice is up for this month. And Matt will tell you what they are.
Is it this fancy picture?
It is this fancy picture, because I remember how last time when you looked at the link, you said you could only see 3. So I got the whole picture this time.
Yeah, because I don't sign in.
Yeah, I know. So I got the whole picture this time.
We got Sniper Contracts. F1 2020. Shenmue 3.
Hell yeah.
Main Assembly. Rock of Ages, Make and Break. Remothered Broken Porcelain. In Other Waters. Avon Colony. What the fuck?
Simulacra.
Simulacra? I don't like that word. Simulacra and Simulacra 2. Colt Canyon. Scully. Pop-up Dungeon. And there they are.
There it is.
Shenmue 3.
What a game. PlayStation Plus, if you have a PS4 this month, you're going to get Days Gone for free. And Zombie Army 4 Dead War.
That's pretty fucking dope.
Those are 2 good games.
Those are 2 good games.
And then if you have a PS5, you're going to get Oddworld Soulstorm. Just came out this week.
Cool. I think PS4 games are better, but that's just me.
Hot take, not wrong though. Xbox Games with Gold, the Vikings Wolves of Midgard, available April 1st to the 30th. Truck Racing Championship available. Made it all the way to the end. Available April 16th to May 15th. Dark Void available April 1st to the 15th. Hardcores normally, right? Because corpse would be with an E. Hardcores. Yeah, that would make sense. That's the whole play on words. Hardcore. All right, yeah. Uprising. Available April 16th to the 30th. Prime Gaming has new things. Epic. Every Thursday. New game for free. You're welcome.
There it is.
There it is. There should be. But Matthew, it has been 7 days since we have last done this. What have you been doing?
Life's a roller coaster, and I'm just along for the ride.
That truer words may never be spoken.
Listen to the second book of The Witcher, Sword of Destiny. It was fantastic.
Did Jack Black show up?
No. Nice reference. He did not. Yeah, it was good. Trying to think of anything interesting I could say without ruining stories, but nothing.
You did tell us at one point that there's a bunch of hoes.
There are a bunch of hoes for sure. Everyone's hoes. A lot of hoeing around.
Yep.
Yennefer slept with Geralt in the evening, and then the next morning he woke up. She was gone. She was sleeping with a mage on the other side of town.
It's amazing what magic can do.
Yeah, magic.
Were you really sleeping with me all along? Ooh,
I mean,
spooky
could be
visions.
the case, which is kind of fucked up. What else? Podcasts, yep. Music, yep. What movies have I watched? Anything exciting?
Kong.
Yep, did finish Kong. Finished Kong. It wasn't bad.
First Kong? We're
Kong
talking?
Skull Island.
Skull Island? Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. They kind of were getting like towards the end they were getting really into, like, not really into, but like they were killing people in like meaningless ways, I guess.
Yeah. Sounds like Kong.
Which is like, it just got weird, I felt like, because they kept killing people and like that were like characters who were going through the whole fucking movie, and then you were just offing them randomly. I'm like, all right, let's go.
They know how to wrap it up.
It's just not very, it's just not very movie like. I don't know. What's his face in it?
Samuel L. Jackson.
No,
John Goodman.
No, the funny guy there. John C. Reilly.
Riley. Yeah.
Fantastic, as always.
Yeah.
Playing the crazy World War II vet.
He's in a baseball movie.
Yep. What else have I been doing?
You gotta
I bought a car. I'm trying to get it to New York. That's been a whole fucking situation.
You gotta get to King of the Monsters.
I'm getting there. All right, that's next.
I just need you to get to that, so then we were both on the same page before I watch Godzilla vs. Kong.
I'll do it this weekend.
Just so when you text me and you say, I don't understand what I watched, I go, exactly.
Okay.
Now you felt my fever dream in the middle of the quarantine.
I did start playing the Outriders demo. Got to a point where I was like, oh, I'm going to need to invest a little bit of time, which a little bit of time at this point in my life is like an hour. So I bailed on that.
Honestly, that's about as far an hour would put you into like, okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try a different character. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I think it looks like it would be fun to fill our like Destiny void that we used to have, but there's stipulations with that void.
Yeah.
That void is tricky.
I'm at the point in my life situation to where I can't justify large amounts of time to play a game by myself. So like the only thing that I can justify spending time gaming with is if it's like something that's going to involve other people,
right?
Like playing a co-op game or playing something like that. But we also started breaking down some of the built-in closets in our spare room, which was very interesting. Fuck you, whoever put those up. I'm going to throw that out there. I nearly cut my finger off because the stupid plastic handle, it's probably from the 70s, exploded when I pulled on it gently. It wasn't really gently.
You say when you pulled on it
I pulled
gently,
on it gingerly? No.
Yeah, there was probably about 2 seconds and then it didn't give, so then that ginger conversation was thrown right out the window.
They hid screws under the fucking hinges to the doors. Very rude. Very rude.
Who the hell would do that?
Found some wallpaper that's straight from probably when the house was like when they added the second story.
Oh,
so that was fun.
Put that in a museum.
Yep. That's all I got. What have you been up to?
Started dabbling.
Little
Doug Dimmadab.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit you with one real quick. No, it's been... I think this is going to be my week to finish Assassin's Creed.
Yay!
Probably not this weekend, but this week, because I'm pushing for Friday, obviously.
Yeah, I gotta get it done, or else you're never going to finish it.
Yeah. No, but I will have it done by Friday. It will happen. Once Nate puts on his go boots, go.
Go time.
So there's that. Then out of the park. I'm almost done with my first season. I'm in September. Last going. Still doing WoW. Started playing some Diablo with some people. Just because they weren't playing WoW, they were playing Diablo, and I said, screw it, I guess I'll play Diablo for a bit. See how long that lasts. Might last 2 weeks, and then we just kind of all go back to doing whatever we were doing, but in the meantime, that's what I'm at. Waiting for next week for the show. Got my gaming plan is all laid out until that point.
That's the thing, man. You gotta schedule some stuff out sometimes. I'll tell you what. If I scheduled things out, I would probably be playing a lot more games because there was that short period of time where I was scheduling it out.
Yeah, and
you
were playing games. Yeah. Now it's just
a mess.
How big are these boats?
Yeah. How big are these boats? How big are these boats?
Can we make that a YouTube channel for us called "How Big Are These Boats"? And it's just you and me looking
like
at
reacting to boat video,
just,
like
just
pictures
the boat
and
sizes,
videos?
just the like comparison sizes where we take the. I'm sure there's a timeline version of the photos where it's like boat named number 1 and then current like biggest boat at the end, and it's the same thing they do with like the planet scales. You know what I'm talking about?
That's basically what I watched for the Titanic.
So we do that, but we start zoomed in on the very smallest one. We're like, man, look at the size of those boats, and that's the entire video for like 30 seconds. Then it's cut. And
I would do that.
The next week we shift over one more, so we cut off the first one we looked at, and we see just that the second one we were looking at, and then the third one, and we go, Man, that third boat's a lot bigger than the second boat. That's the end of that
We
video.
could do it by like timeline. So like we start with like, I don't know, fucking Vikings or something.
Basically, yeah.
Like,
we
look at that boat. Look at
progressed
that. Look
for
at that
52,
long boat.
52 weeks for 52 videos that are like 30 seconds long of us just being like, man, look how long that boat is. That's a tall, like big boat there. Video ends.
That's a wide boat.
Then next week, damn, look at that boat. That's just all it is the entire time for 30 seconds to a minute every video for 52 weeks of just, damn.
The problem here
It's a
is
wide
that
boat. That's a tall boat.
that would probably go viral and people would love that shit because it's like
It's basically
It's
TikTok,
TikTok
yeah.
length, so people would be like, oh.
Because the only thing was we would need picture. If we did it for like 30 seconds to a minute, we just need pictures of the boat from, side,
Mhm.
front for depth, then top down for width, and then just pivot for like 20 seconds to each of those and be like,
Mhm.
damn, it's a wide boat.
That's a big boat.
That's just the whole thing. That's it. That's gonna get stolen. We're gonna see that in 3 weeks.
Yep.
Stolen by the 6 people that listen. You're
More
welcome.
power to ya.
You're welcome for your $1 million idea.
More power to you.
That being said, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
What's new in podcasting? Here's what we love, courtesy of Acast Recommends.
We often talk about the fossil fuel industry and how it affects the environment, but its impact is even more profound than most of us realize. The Crisis is a new podcast from Vice News.
Eso se oye muy lindo. Hay que hacer justicia. Y la justicia no me ha ayudado.
This season, we're going to tell you the story of how coal, money, and the Colombian Civil War converged.
I don't feel safe going outside. I feel like something else is going on here.
The Crisis is out now. Listen for free on Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast
Recommends.